everyone and welcome to another day of Vlogmas. It's about halfway through the working day, or maybe 2/3 if I'm going to knock off early, and I'm having a little tea break because I've just been sitting at the computer for a while and it's got really cold and it's a very gloomy day. What's the surprise there? Yes, so I am actually wearing a scarf indoors, which is not hand knitted, but it's cashmere, so it's really nice and soft, and I'm wearing a hand knitted cardi. So I'm going to have a little break, a little tea break, and I thought that I'd just bring you along with me because as part of my tea break I'm also going to eat a piece of cake that my sister made in this Tupperware, and I'm also going to plant this Amaryllis, so I thought that would be a really fun activity. I'm like saying the word fun and I'm already like, but really for fun, like I feel like my standards for what is fun has dropped so low this year. So let me get to that right now. Just introducing you to my kitchen. It's pretty small, haven't spent a lot of time in the kitchen with you guys, but I do live in a flat where the kitchen and the living room aren't separated by a wall. So firstly I'm going to multitask with warming myself up, and I've got this pan of chickpeas that I've been soaking. Got some fresh bay leaves in there ready to go, and I'm going to switch them on by multitasking since I'm holding the camera. There we go, that's worked quite nicely. Excellent, so that will keep me warm so I don't have to switch on the central heating. It's all about, you know, innovation and all that. And oh yeah, lots of red things, just going backwards now, just lots of red things, trying to be aesthetically pleasing with a fake marble tile. Lots of red things, kopi o Malaysian tea bags that are containing oats, an enormous jar of cinnamon because that is the household that I'm in. And then now I'm going to do my tea. So I've chosen one of the teas that I got sent by Bird and Blend, mulled cider, which has got apple, ginger, rose, hibiscus, cinnamon, cloves, lemon peel, natural flavourings. So let me pop down my camera now. Ooh, sorry, don't mean to make it look like the Blair Witch Project, guys. Maybe I'll edit this out, maybe I won't. And then this is my jerry-rigged contraption of a teapot with a strainer basket that got shoved in there and some old swatches that got sewn on instead of a tea cozy. And this is my exciting brand new teapot that I'm pretty pleased about. So let's get the tea on, then we can do the planting. Ooh, looks like a fruit cake. Looks like the ingredients of a fruit cake in there. Wow. Oh, it's smelling very appley as well. Get that ready. Shut that up. I told you it was going to be very candid over at Vlogmas. This is a delicious looking almond sponge that my little sister has baked. Yum, yum, yum. And then now let's multitask and go over to the window. This is very precarious. I know I'm not the only person that does these kinds of things, and you're like, I know that this is a really bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. Fun. So, I've got my Amaryllis bulb that was something like £1.79 from Lidl, super cheap, and then I've got a nice looking pot that didn't come with it, but it's like a kind of, not quite a crackle glaze, but like a sort of crackled foil effect on glass. Recycled from an old, more expensive Amaryllis from last year, and I'm just going to get on with planting this. So I'd like to know, does anyone else have any planty traditions when it comes to Christmas? I like to have an Amaryllis. When I started the Crimson Stitchery, back in 2019, I had an Amaryllis bulb sitting on this plant bench of mine here. It's where I have all my house plants. I do that. Sometimes I move them around for my videos to try and make it a bit more atmospheric. But yeah, I had an Amaryllis, and I like the fact that it kind of got higher and higher and higher through the first few videos. But then I forgot to get one last year. I think I didn't act quickly enough, and they can get sold out at the shops. So, oh, comes with 2 bags, tiny bags of compost, and a pot and a saucer. Oh, that's good, they kind of stay together. That's pretty handy because, yeah, I feel like you can never have too many plant saucers. So, don't really know what else there is to say really. Just gonna get on with this. Making lots of dust. So yeah, as I was saying, I feel like the concept of what is fun has really gone down this year in 2020. And normally at the beginning of December there'd be like a lot of exhibition going, twinkling lights, doing nice things in the city, spending money on extravagant drinks. Right, so I'll just put that bulb on the top, and then I guess I'll fill the other bag of soil around it. Ah! I spilled the soil already. Oh God. I don't remember this from previous years. So I've made a mess. I actually don't remember this part of previous years of planting Amaryllis bulbs. Like, I actually don't remember making quite this much mess. Honestly, I think the compost is just extremely dry. Oh no, God. You know when you just do something that you think is going to cheer you up, and then it just ends up wreaking havoc instead. Let me get some water. Okay, I've just washed my hands. Then let's see if water sorts this out. I can see a little shoot coming up from the bulb already, actually, which is pretty nice. Right, that's just now made an enormous water bubble that's sitting on top of the soil and isn't draining down. So I think I'm just gonna like cordon off this area, be like, do not come here, and at some point I will get the Hoover out. Oh dear. Right, let's do something nicer. Let's pour the tea and taste the tea now that it's had some minutes to brew. It's pink. Wasn't expecting that. I think that's the hibiscus flower. That's rather nice, isn't it? Yes, pinky golden. All the fruit pieces in there. And then let's try the tea. Smelling a bit appley, but mostly I can smell the cloves. So if you're a fan of cloves, this could be a good tea for you. It's very fruity and it's quite light. So I think this could be a good tea for when you've had too much caffeine or yeah, just when you're wanting something light and refreshing of an afternoon. So that is that. And more candid stuff in the background, clothes on the radiator, because I tried to put the laundry outside this morning and outside felt colder than my fridge. It was probably the same temperature. Okay, so that's been the glimpse of my afternoon that I'm going to give you. I tried to do something pretty, like plant a bulb, and instead I made loads of mess, but at least I've got a nice cup of tea as a redeeming feature of this afternoon, and the prospect of a pan of beans, chickpeas rather, simmering to cheer me up. Oh, and even more candid stuff. At the weekend it was really cold, so I treated myself and I got out my Arctic weather sleeping bag. And I used this as a blanket on the sofa, suitable for up to -18 degrees. Yes, I was sweating. All right, I think that that's enough from me at the moment. Let me know if you are planting an amaryllis bulb and what colour you've gone for. I think mine was red. And I'm going to say the end of Vlogmas for today. Bye bye. It's so dark and depressing. Ah, this is the sky and the reflection of my light shade in the tree. Super dark. Okay, this is how dark it actually is. My phone was overcompensating as if it was trying to cheer me up. It's actually really dark. Alright, and now I'm trying to get back to work, but actually maybe you guys can help me make a decision. I want to make another pair of pyjamas because mine have shrunk in the wash, and it's in between this Liberty needle cord with these big poppies on it that is £17.99 a metre, and I need about 3.5 metres, so I have to buy 4 metres, so that's really expensive. Or there's this navy needle cord that's kind of cute, would also make a nice pair of really old-fashioned pyjamas and is less than half the price. It's much more affordable, but do I want the decadence and the expense of the decadence? Or do I want something that is also quite cute, but is a fraction of the price? I don't know. Weigh in below. As a redeeming note for the afternoon, the cake is really good. Thanks, sis. Honestly, be glad that I've decided not to vlog every day, or every day would just be like this.